Man, stop sleeping with overweight women.
No.
When you keep sleeping with them,
Go on.
you let them know that they could just give the bare minimum and don't take accountability for their weight,
That's inaccurate.
right?
Wrong.
So they just get bigger and bigger because they know there's somebody out there willing to go to Pound Town with them.
You motherfucking right. And we gonna eat it. But proceed.
But if you starve them out and they're unable to find a man, I bet you they'll get in shit.
Wrong again. There will always be men who are into bigger women. Thousands of them follow me. And that's a fact.
Some of these women backs are big, like a football player.
I mean, I do love me a big back. But go on.
Some of these women look terrible.
If it isn't the pot calling the kettle black. But go on.
And you're willing to go to bed with them?
If I'm being completely honest, please show me the men who are willing to sleep with you.
Stop sleeping with them. I guarantee you they will lose weight. You're valuable. How would you know you're valuable if you don't stop sleeping with them?
This is concrete logic. I mean, you might be onto something here. The audacity to have relationship coach in your bio and you offer one-on-one sessions. That business is looking shaky, baby. I could have really roasted you, just packed you up and got you up out of here. But like a kitten playing with a ball of yarn, I just wanted to bat you around a little bit. Disrespectfully, of course.
Hey, everybody. What's up? You know who it is. Your girl, Kita Singer. As you can see, I got my boys on the bed. Shout out to them Chiefs, though. Anywho, so I know I say this all the time, but like I had to take yet another break because a lot has been going on. I know I say that every single episode, but it's just like it keeps coming and coming and coming and coming, and it's just like back and forth with the good, and then a million times bad, and then like 10% good, and then 20% bad. Like it's just a back and forth thing. So I'm trying to, keep myself motivated with doing this because, like, I feel like everybody should see what it's like to be me. Being a mother, being a daughter that's taking care of her mother. And Amir is just coming in. So, Amir just came in the room. I thought he was going to say hi, but apparently not. So, we're just going to keep this ball rolling. And of course, he doesn't close my door. But, Anywho, so this week I will be talking more on the music side instead of just my motherly life and being a daughter. So it's just like, yeah, we're going to step into the music side today. So be sure to stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. So everybody wanted to see what my summer has been like. Well, I no longer work days. That was honestly a stressor because I wasn't working for like a month. But, everything's coming back to where it's supposed to be. I'm glad about that. I just started working nights again. So, it's just playing the catch up game now. But when it comes to the kids, they were driving me crazy because they need structure. They need that continuous scheduling of the same thing every damn day. And it's just like with them not going to summer school, Mari went for a few weeks, but I decided not to let him go back because of behavioral issues that they claimed he was having. I swear these videos are never long enough. But yeah, because of behaviors that he was having, I decided, maybe it's something at that school that's triggering him. So I'm just going to keep him home. And Amir met all his goals on his IEP, so they felt like he didn't need summer school, so they didn't let him go to summer school. But it's just like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all know these kids need structure. Y'all know they need the same routine. So it's just like, it was driving me nuts. But also I had my nieces for the summer. They actually still here, but because technically summer isn't over. But once school starts, they'll be back with mom. I'm sad. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much the short update of how my summer went. I really don't want to go into the depression part yet because I have like little snippets and all of that. But yeah, that's pretty much how my summer went. I had to, you know, lose a lot of stuff. Let's be honest. I lost my job, lost my car. I had two jobs that I had to quit out of the three. And then after I quit two of those three jobs, I lost my only job and wasn't working for a month. So it's just like that right there put me in a depression, because it's like not only do you have to, figure out the parenting side on how you're going to get things taken care of, but also musically it puts a lot of things on hold. But yeah, Blackout is still doing good. Be sure y'all go check that out. It was my very first EP. I'm working on my very first album. It's called Dear Diary. I'm hoping it's going to come out next year, but the way that I envision it to be, I'm not going to rush it. So I want to say next year, but of course I'll keep you all posted, updated. And even though if I don't get Dear Diary out next year, your girl got some EPs coming out still. I got Patience, I have Reality, I have Random. So not only am I working on an album, but I'm also working on 3 different EPs for y'all. So it's just like, when you can't do nothing else, at least, write every day. So if I'm not, completing 2 songs a day, I'm at least working on 2 songs a day. That is one of the goals that me, JB, and Will have, agreed upon to do. I've done a podcast, my very first live podcast. I did that this summer. It wasn't really what I expected it to be, but I still had a ball, okay? Like, I still had a ball. So, that's cool. But, yeah, that's pretty much what my summer's been like. Let me just give you a little taste, just give you a little taste. Who's ready? I'm ready. Okay, so I'm going to also be answering questions. One question was it like being a parent of special needs children? And I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't mess this question up. I would have worded correctly. But it was it like being a parent of 2 special needs children and still trying to follow your dreams? One word: hard. Simple as that. But I know in the end that it'll all be worth it. So it's just like you gotta struggle through more than just, being a parent to 2 special needs children. But you also have to push through that anxiety and that depression that tries to put you down. It's sorry, these videos are never long enough. But anywho, it's just like you gotta shake that feeling. You gotta shake that negative vibe, tune out them negative energies. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, find what the same motivation you have to find to be a parent, the same motivation that you gotta find to go to work, to go to school, whatever it is that you're doing. Find that same motivation to pursue your dream. Because my father said it best. I'm trying to word it correctly. He says you can sign a contract to sell yourself for X amount of dollars per hour, when you could be putting that same contract towards yourself. Okay, I really got to find a way to make these videos longer. But basically what he was saying is you sign a contract to be paid X amount of dollars for you to help somebody else's dream soar, prosper, whatever words you want to prefer. You need to find that same energy and have that same contract within yourself to pursue your dream. Do what you got to do. Simple as that. Like, honestly, the more that I do this and the more that, I have to promote myself, the more I have to work for myself, because I'm an independent artist right now. It's just like, it's hard, but would you rather be annoyed and working your butt off for somebody else that's not going to get you anywhere besides your responsibilities paid? Or do you want to, these videos are getting on my nerves, but basically, do you want to put that time in to make somebody else's dream a reality and continue to be a reality? Or do you want to be frustrated and put that same energy into yourself, into making your dream a reality, making your dream prosper? Like, honestly, it's hard because from a personal perspective, it's just hard because I honestly feel ashamed, because all my life, this is what I've really wanted to do, which was sing. But I've always, when I had the chance, always been too shy or let those negative vibes, well, what if you crack? What if you mess up? What if you forget your lyrics? What if it's just like, instead of negative, you have to immediately follow it back up with positive. It's just like, there's no other way to do this. Like, you have to be positive. You have to be confident. You have to be determined. You have to get on your own damn nerves. Literally, like everybody, well, you need to be doing this and you need to be doing that and you need to be doing this. Like, perfect example, everybody wants me to continuously do some type of cover song, recording myself singing. And it's just like, if I don't, and it's like, okay, well, if I get the space and if I do this and if I do that, and everybody's like, you're coming up with nothing but excuses. It's not excuses. It's real reasons. If you don't feel comfortable, you're not going to do your best. Like, let's be honest. So yeah, that's the thing that irritates the crap out of me, is when everybody's like, oh, well, it's just an excuse. Well, if you feel like you don't have the real opportunity to give it your all the way that you want to, you're going to feel like you're wasting your time. So it's just like, what's the point if all of these things are going to be blocking your path? Like, I see what everybody's saying, but let's just face my reality. Like, I can't just drop my children off to anybody. I have to work. And it's just like, more importantly, cover videos is cool. Singing on camera is cool. But it's just like, to me, the reason why I don't want to do cover songs really is because I like originality. You see these videos with everybody, singing somebody else's song. And it's like, okay, she can sing or he can sing. He can hit a note like Beyonce, or she can hit a note like Tevin Campbell. Like, I know that was a bad example, but you know what I'm saying? The point is, it's like, I like the originality. What makes you you? What makes you a star? What makes you a singer? Like, okay, anybody can sound like Beyonce. Anybody can sound like Stevie Wonder. What makes you stand out? What makes you stand out? What makes you you? Like, every artist we know, every great artist that we know, has something to bring to the table that nobody else does. And that's what makes them a star. That's what makes them a singer. Let's be honest.
Come here, come here, come here. Just because somebody does not find interest in your business, your brand, your liking, your hustle to make money, you get denied, you get told no, you get left on scene, you get ignored. Listen, baby, all the no help is what helped me the most. And I'm here to come and tell you that without people telling me no, without people leaving me on scene, without people, talking about me, lying on me, that is what made me go harder, baby. So value the people that tell you no. Appreciate the people that don't support you. Understand the people that left you on scene. Is your motivation to continue to go hard. Is your motivation to go harder in the pain. Is your motivation. Don't take the people for granted and don't give up.
The mama's not built like an offensive lineman, but the mama's like an offensive lineman. She protects the most important parts, but gets no credit. So the mom is doing all this work. You come home, the house clean. You come home, you smell cooking. You have a bad day, she just puts up with it. She knows all your flaws and she loves you anyway. These disrespectful sometimes and ungrateful sometimes children, she loves anyway. She puts off her dreams sometimes for this group. And she's running that anchor leg because she's the most dependable. You got to realize God entrusted the mom to carry the baby for 9 months, not the man who would mess it up. The mom is the anchor to the family, and she's sprinting with everything she has. But if we put too much weight on her, she can't run the race. All I'm asking, Dad, husband, don't drop the baton. Children, don't drop the baton. Mom, we're dependent on you, and we don't give you the credit you deserve. But don't drop the baton.
This video is a little different, but this is for the girl that feels like she just needs a hug. I want to tell you that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for eating when it's the last thing you want to do. I'm proud of you for fighting the battles that nobody knows that you go through. I'm proud of you for fighting through your past traumas, because I know that those hurt too. I just want to say that I'm proud of you for being you. I know that this world has been really mean to you. I know that you're sad a lot of the time. I know that you feel guilty for things that weren't your fault. But I want you to know that God is not done working on you. I know somebody may have not taken care of you when they should have. I know where you were supposed to feel safe was really dangerous for you. But I want to remind you that the hurt that you've been through and the feeling that you feel now, they don't disqualify you from being loved properly. I know that sometimes you feel disgusted with yourself, like you feel gross, you feel contaminated, you feel like you're not worth it. But I want to remind you that you are worth every breath that you take. And if no one's told you, I am so sorry for what happened to you. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve it. Because I know that little girl in you just wants to be validated. You just want somebody to say that you didn't deserve it. And I wholeheartedly, as your sister in Christ, want to tell you that I know that you didn't deserve it. I know you didn't. And I know you're trying everything in your power to heal from it. I know that you're trying to understand it. I know that you're trying to move on from it. I know. So if nobody told you today, I am so proud of you. I want you to know that even if I don't literally, I see you, I hear you, I'm so proud of you.
So yeah, I just let those videos play because it's like when you need to be heard. That's one thing about depression and anxiety. You want to be heard, but sometimes it's really hard to put words to what you're feeling. And I felt like those were words that not only I was feeling, but I also needed to hear for motivation, because really all you really want to hear is somebody's proud of you. Like, I'm not saying like I don't have people that tell me that like all the time, because I do, but it's like it's really hard sometimes to battle depression, anxiety, even with medication, even with your therapy. Okay, my light playing with me now. Even with therapy, it's just like, it's tough. And people just feel like, oh, well, depression is not real. First of all, you're fucking wrong. It's very real. Very, very real. And so is anxiety. Very, very real. Like, I wouldn't wish this shit upon anybody. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Because it's real. There's days where you don't want to eat. There's days where you just want to sleep all day. There's days where you can eat everything in your fucking refrigerator. There's days where you can, not sleep for days at a time. Like, consistently, just up. When you try to sleep, it's for maybe sometimes I get 5 minutes, sometimes I get 2 hours. Like, my sleep is very inconsistent. It's really hard. Sorry, I get emotional talking about this, but this is the things that a lot of people don't see, and they really need to see. Like, it's just like that healing journey from past trauma that you feel you can't talk to nobody about. Like, and even when you do find like a therapist, like I had a therapist for a year, and then she moved to private business and I lost her information, and it's just like, oh my gosh, who am I going to talk to now? Like, yeah, I got my parents, but sometimes you really just can't put what you're feeling into words. And honestly, therapy helps. It does. I don't care what nobody say. Therapy helps. Therapy does help. I don't care what anybody say. Oh, they're not real. They just want to get you for your money. And that was not the case at all with me, especially when my insurance pays for it. But like, even if I have my therapist information, I would pay for those sessions. I wouldn't care, because she really helped me through a lot of stress, past trauma. She gave me different ways to, deal with my depression, deal with my anxiety. She actually helped me become a better writer as an artist. She helped me figure out how to put what I was feeling into music when I couldn't find the words myself. So I definitely recommend chat lines, apps, actual therapists where you go in to talk to somebody. I definitely recommend all of those. If you really feel you need the help and you're not getting it from your support system, or you don't feel like you have a support system, please get the help. That is one generational curse that I myself am breaking, literally, because it is very, very hard in my culture, in my African American culture. Is like, everybody's just like, oh, well, life is supposed to be this way, suck it up on the chin and just deal with it. No, absolutely not. It's not supposed to be this way. You're not supposed to have to struggle your entire life. You're not, if at all, you're not supposed to, have to debate between bills or meals. You're not supposed to have to, oh, well, how am I going to make this work? How am I going to make that work? Honestly, I feel hypocritical with this, but I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the hardest things for me to do is ask for help. That is one of the hardest things for me to do. Asking for help. Admitting that I need the help and asking for it. Like, that takes everything in me not to just do it, just to admit it. Like, and there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing. Everybody needs help. in some way, shape, or form. Some way, shape, or form. We're going to need it one day. And I'm still fighting that battle of admitting and knowing that it's okay to ask for these things. Everybody can ask you, but you act like you can't ask you, but you feel as if you can't ask anybody. In my case, it's like, okay, I have no room to fail. I have no room to, have to depend on somebody. I have to be the independent one that doesn't need help, don't want help, because everybody's dependent on me. So you have no room to fail. You have no room to fall. You have no room to, just need somebody instead of being the somebody that's needed. Like, and that's another lesson that I'm learning too. When I wake up, I'm needed. When I go to bed, I'm needed. Throughout the day, between those times, I'm needed. And I'm needed. And I'm there for everybody that needs me. That's something else that I'm learning. Like, it's okay to need yourself. It's okay to say no because yourself needs something that nobody else can provide but you to yourself. It is okay. It is totally okay. And learning that and actually putting myself first instead of not even making it on my own list of people and things that need my attention or need me feels good. It does. Simple as that. Simple as that.
You are healing and you attract that person that might seem like the person of your dreams. You actually need to have the same discipline with that person and knowing that you actually not ready to healthily participate in your dreams. You need to be able to call within yourself that, hey, it's actually not even the season for me to get what I prayed for, bro, because I know I'm gonna mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a trial just as much as someone toxic coming into your life. Because if you healing, right, then that means you're not even who you want to be for your dream relationship. You feel me? And this ain't me saying that the life journey is ever over. You feel me? You learn, you grow, you evolve every day. But you know good and damn well, you can't show up for that person the way you want to show up for them because you could barely show up for yourself while you healing. And you take it on anyway. And you expect that situation to work out. You feel me? And you just as wrong as not guarding your heart towards a person who you know is going to f you over. You feel me? It's two sides of the same coin.
I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on follow, and my footsteps like the feds. I shoot like I'm Montana, chop up bullets, make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat sipping red. Jump from Atlanta with these hoes ready like pig.
Alright, we reached the end of this week's episode. Be sure to follow me on all social media, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Be sure to hit the click, like, and subscribe button on YouTube here and also on my TikTok. Thank you.